Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be covering chapter 13 and 14 of section A. So let's get started. Urbanization is the growth of an urban area. Megacities have a population of 10 million and a well-integrated transport. Rural-urban migration is where people move from rural area to an urban area. Natural increase is where the birth rate is higher than the death rate. NEEs are newly emerging economies, they're developing fast. Factors that affect population growth: birth rate, death rate, natural increase, natural decrease. Natural decrease is where the death rate is higher than the birth rate. What factors affect the rate of urbanization? So economic growth, so people looking for businesses, enterprise, and companies, and new ideas. Natural increase of the birth rate is higher than the death rate. Migration, people looking for a better quality of life, push and pull factors. A location, so being like around a river or a coast increases trade. Chapter 14, Urban Growth in Nigeria. Nigeria is located southwest of Africa. What is the importance of Lagos? Lagos contributes 30% of Nigeria's GDP, as well as having 80% of its economy in Lagos. Lagos is growing so fast, it's hard to keep up with the population levels. 2015, approximately, it was 15 million population growth. What causes population growth in Lagos? Well, we have push and pull factors. Push factors push you away from an area, pull factors attract you. For example, pull factors to Lagos include better land for farming, better healthcare, better education, higher wages, more jobs, and escaping Boko Haram, which is in the north. Opportunities in Lagos include the education, so renowned like universities are found there, better healthcare, and the employment, so the informal and the formal economy. Why has urbanization helped Nigeria to develop? Well, obviously Nigeria is like Lagos contributes a lot to Nigeria's GDP. Squatter settlements are informal settlements, for example, slums and shanty towns. 60% of Lagos's population live on the wage of $1.25 a day. Inequalities caused by transports, and some places have well-integrated transports and rapid bus transits planned. Electricity, so the idea that there's unreliable electricity supply, as well as crime reduction, so there's more crime in more areas, and helicopters are being introduced. Advantages of Lagos for industry. Lagos is near the coast, so again allows trade. It has universities attracting the skills. The skills are attracting the workforces, such as from TNCs. We also have the better healthcares and stuff like that. What contribution does Lagos make to the Nigerian economy? 30% of GDP, 80% of Nigeria's economy is based in Lagos. Benefits and problems of informal economy. Informal economy is the jobs that people make for themselves because there's not enough jobs. Benefits include the fact that you don't need to pay tax, is more flexible, you could work whenever you want to, as well as the fact that there's waste recycling, and it provides jobs where there's lack of them. The disadvantages of informal economy include that there's no sick pay or work pay, like maternity leave, etc. Like, it's such an unreliable job, you don't know when it's going to go, there's unreliable pay, and yeah, stuff like that. Where are squatter settlements found in Lagos? So squatter settlements are informal settlements, houses that people make for themselves because there's not enough houses being built to keep up with the demand. So they're informal housings. They're mainly found in like Lagos Lagoon, so the south of the like where there's rivers and stuff. Problems of living in a squatter settlement include lack of sanitation, overcrowding, diseases that are spread faster, pests, etc. Lagos's water supply, so 10% of the population can get it from piped water. Some people get it from street vendors, others get it from boreholes and wells. Pollution effects include waterborne diseases such as cholera, fish being killed because they're polluted, lack of drinking water, safe drinking water, etc. Why could rising sea levels be a threat to Lagos? So Lagos is 2 meters above sea level, so it's very prone to flooding, as well as the fact that it's low, flat-lying land, again very prone, and The squatter settlements mean that there's no proper drainage system because they're not built properly, and also the fact that it's near a coast again makes it prone. Congestion and traffic. So, like traffic and congestion, bad air quality, and fatal accidents are very common in Lagos. For example, Lagos's air quality is 5 times more than the recommended, so it's so bad. And some efforts for it include the downforce. So these are like huge vehicles that carry people. They're meant to carry 10 to 15, but they're carrying like 20 to 30. The rapid bus transit, which provides a separate lane for buses to travel. The transport master scheme includes new airports, the separate lane for buses to travel, making it safer for pedestrians. New pedestrian zones, so wider pavements can be built. So those are some plans, as well as the fact that there's going to be a well-integrated transport system and more efficient roads. Urban planning in Lagos. So there's plans to build, for example, like the floating school in Makoko. So there's natural ventilation, natural shade, the rising platform. So this copes well with rising sea levels, as well as 60 children can be taught at the same time. So it increases literacy rate, as well as the fact that it could be used as a community centre. And it also uses like local materials such as like wood, which obviously is appropriate technology because people can repair it and use it. The challenges that Lagos faced in the 20th century include rising sea levels, population growth, poor power supply, and poor water supply.